Could Sonic Frontiers be playing at 60 frames per second? Before we begin, hit the subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos just like this one and gaming videos on Fridays. So Sonic Frontiers has appeared at the Tokyo Game Show, or TGS 2022, and of course Sonic Frontiers was definitely there. You could play the three versions. You could play on the PS5, the PC, and indeed the Nintendo Switch. I think in both portable and dock mode, I don't know. But what's interesting is this video right here. Something has been said in this video that is interesting, nonetheless. Sonic Frontiers running at 60 frames per second? Now I'd like to preface this by saying that the video recorded of the Switch version in handheld mode is recorded at 1080p 60 frames per second, so this could be a misunderstanding, or Sonic Frontiers could definitely be running at 60 frames per second. This obviously was mentioned by the channel The Famicast, so I'll leave a link to the whole video. This is the only part that is the interesting. Talks about visual performance for the Switch version. As you can see, it's at 359. So let's give it a little watch, shall we?
As expected, things are a little bit scaled back in the Switch version of the game. Now, even with that said though, I think everything seemed to be running pretty smoothly when it comes to frame rate, possibly at or around 60 frames per second. The environments...
Okay, take note of what was said. He said it's either at or around 60 frames per second. So this could possibly mean Sonic Frontiers could possibly be running actually at 60 frames per second, but I wouldn't bet an eye, and I probably would hold your horses before we make a final conclusion, or we just wait for the Digital Foundry video. Let's continue.
The environments that were on offer in the demo, it was wide open and full of vegetation and mountains, but upon further...
It also should be preferenced as well in this video. He didn't show any gameplay because I'm assuming he was recording with his phone, so it was only just the first cutscene, which to be honest is pretty cool. Now another thing he does also mention, which you'll probably hear soon, is the text.
Inspection. I think the ground textures were a bit bland and a little bit blurry, but this is probably something you won't notice too much of once you're zooming around the stages and like all that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, even at fast speeds and cutscenes, I think Frontiers still ran pretty well on the system, so that was pretty nice. One of my only serious gripes with the game visually had to do with the text. Now, it was just really small, especially playing in handheld mode on...
Yeah, he does mention that the text is indeed small, but bearing in mind that this is the Nintendo Switch we are talking about, literally this, as it's shown in the TGS demo. Bearing in mind, all of this could change before the final release, where the text could be bigger. But of course, it's not the OLED model that's shown here. It's the original, the original hardware. Interestingly, that it's the grey Joy-Cons are being used here. But I do agree that what he's saying, for the most part, is like it's very scaled back, because Sonic Frontiers is definitely a beautiful game on other platforms like the PC, PS5. I'm pretty sure all the powerful hardware will definitely get the beautiful textures. It's just the Switch version that will definitely be a little bit more scaled back. Luckily, we do know for a fact that it's not going to be a cloud version. Thank God, because the recent Nintendo Direct showed Resident Evil as cloud versions, which is not great, let's be honest. But I'm cautiously optimistic for Sonic Frontiers, okay? I might pick it up on PC, and who knows, if I have enough money left, I might pick it up again on Switch and see how it performs, but right now, it's definitely interesting. I definitely do wonder if it is actually going to run at 60 frames per second, which is quite of an interesting thing to talk about, and who knows, this could possibly be a potential live stream to talk about. So if you want to talk with me in real time about the Sonic Frontiers beating 60 frames per second, click the subscribe button down below. It comes out November 8th. Let me know what platform are you're gonna pick this game up on. Are you even going to pick it up at all? Are you not really gonna be bothered? Or are you just waiting for the reviews before you make your decision? Or are you just going to, well, not care at all? I'm definitely optimistically hyped for the game. I definitely do think that I hope will be good enough for Sega, because they definitely want to have a high review score, so they definitely want this to do incredibly well. But will it do well? Is it going to run in 60 frames per second? We simply don't know, but I'll leave those questions to you gamers in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, gamers, and if you want to stay up to date on anything gaming related, why not subscribe? Come back for more. And if you are looking for gaming videos, more importantly gaming plays of me doing it, it's a little weird why I said that, then Fridays is the day that you are looking for. Either way, gamers, I am going to be signing off for now. Keep on gaming, gamers, and take care.